Dear friends, I'm Sujata Dwivedi. I'm dealing with corneal ulcers for last 25 years. And now it's my firm belief that by making small changes in our practice, we can bring a big difference in the ulcer scenario in our state. In routine practice, ulcers are treated on empirical basis without scraping. Now, good thing is that this empirical therapy works well for most cases. But there are few unlucky ones who end up in losing eyes. And most of these are farmers and laborers who make our lives comfortable but get these ulcers as occupational hazard. Can we do something to change this scenario and make their lives comfortable too? Out of many factors responsible for this outcome, some are not in our control, but definitely some are. So let's focus in that area where we can do something. Number one, and the most important, is the time of first follow-up. We should do first follow-up within 2 to 3 days and not at 1 week. Because though vast majority will show improvement at 1 week, it can be too late for some. If after 3 days ulcer appears slightly worsened, it can be a compliance issue or a non-responding organism, or maybe even a wrong diagnosis. So please check compliance and again watch in 2 to 3 days. There is a small group which will worsen very fast despite compliance. By early follow-up, we pick these cases which need urgent referral. Otherwise, they are likely to end up in large perforation or endophthalmitis. Importance of 3 days is that if appropriate drug and dose is given, 3 days are enough to stabilize an ulcer. Even this much advanced ulcer shows signs of improvement in 3 days when appropriate antibiotic is given. Some people think that if ulcer is deteriorating fast, it's definitely bacterial and shift to fortified without subjecting to scraping. But it can be fungal. And it's a myth that fungal don't deteriorate fast. Even fungal ulcers can perforate within 15 days. Whenever ulcer has worsened, it's alarming. Ideally, this is the time to declare it to patient in loud words that things are not moving in right direction and we need to identify the organism by scraping. So please visit a cornea specialist. Scrapings help immensely to differentiate bacterial from fungal, as many times clinical appearance is similar. Even when scrapings are non-conclusive, a specialist is better equipped to deal with these cases. Many times these non-responsive ulcers are actually viral. Number 2, always document the size of ulcer. Even this kind of simple diagrams will help you in follow-up, as it's very helpful when patient lands with next ophthalmologist. Number 3, early and proper referral. We know that justice delayed is justice denied. Late referrals don't serve the purpose most of the times. Even when we do PK in such cases, pass and secondary glaucoma develop. In this case, ENDOF never allowed good results. So poor patients' hard-earned money and surgeons' efforts go in waste. We are lucky that in a small state of Punjab and Haryana, there are so many specialists that patient need not travel more than 50 km at max. If we can give our patients a list of cornea practitioners nearby, it can be very helpful. Because shorter the travel distance, more are the chances that patient can afford travel. It's a myth that referral to same city practitioner will impact your reputation or cataract practice. Believe me, you will rather build a very healthy symbiotic relation. So let's incorporate these small 3 steps in our practice. And if any of you want to learn corneas ratings and how to see on KOH mount, I will be more than happy to help you. So please do come and enjoy your cornea practice. Thanks a lot.